Welcome to the first ever track that was made for FM1, the Shibotori Grand Prix. It's a beautiful day for race day, or not race day, qualifying day in today's track. Today we have three drivers, Matrix Shub and Doppelganger from Pani Henser Pui, and one driver from LeBron James, Joshua Williams. Q1 will start soon, so everybody go into the pits.
You know what? If we do have like some spare time, could try and squeeze in like a sprint race.
Okay, and Q1 starts in 3, 2, 1, go. 13 minutes on the clock. Let's see who's first out. It's Matrix Shub. Now he's had a bit of a lackluster season with the last two races finishing in third. But let's see if he can go up to his season to prime. There is Matrix
Was on
Shub.
track.
It's fine. And there is Matrix Shub starting his flying lap here in Shibotori. Now, I think the fastest time here was 16 seconds by Nizam back in season 4. 1691, as I recall it.
That time he broke it.
Yeah, so let's see where Arnold puts himself. 1739 for Matrix Shub here in Shibotori. Track's a bit laggy for me, so Matrix Shub's a bit zippy here. But hopefully he can pass a good time here, and he gets a bit of a knock. Almost into the pits he goes, as he gets a time of 17:22, faster than his previous lap. So that is a very good lap in. Let's see what he can do. A bit shaky into that first hairpin, as we see him go down the turns, left, right, and then another right before ending his third lap with a time of 16:77. An amazing lap. I think that might have broke the record, as we just see Matrix you go down the track here. Let's see if Joshua Williams and Doppelganger might be able to break that. He still has plenty of time as he crosses the line. Matrix crosses the line for a time of 17:37. A bit slower this time, but he continues on as we see him go down the last around the pagoda and finish it off for a time of 15:39. A rapid lap from Matrix Shub, and this will be his last lap. 15:39, an amazing one. No faults as he goes round the pagoda. Let's see if he goes into the pits. No, he goes and finishes off his last lap for a time of 17:65. So fastest lap for Matrix Shub, 15:39. Let's see what Doppelganger and Joshua can do with that. And there, this Matrix Shub peels into the pits, which does have water, which is good. And Doppelganger's allowed to go out. Now Doppelganger needs to beat a time of 15:39 if he wants to get pole position away from his teammate. Now last time they were fighting with each other for that P2 position back in Q1. Let's see if anything of the sorts continues here. Doppelganger starts his flying lap into turn 1, 2, and then past Sarah's corner into the double hairpin. Now Doppelganger has got a good history here, fighting with Joshua Williams multiple times back in season 4, and yeah, but in season 4 he actually fought with, was it Potato Snack more, as he was the leading champion at the time. First lap for Doppelganger, 16:56, not enough to beat Matrix Shub's time. Second lap for Doppelganger, 16:33, faster than his previous lap time, but not fast enough to beat Matrix Shub. Now, Shibotori is a very simple track, so most of the time it's more about how you take the corners than than anything else. Third lap, 17:25. So basically, this means the drivers have to focus on how to cut as much time as possible around these tracks without ruining their lap. Here, this Doppelganger getting a time of 16:07, almost sub 16 there, almost sub 16, 700th second off a sub 16 time. Let's see if he can improve a bit shaky this time, not as smooth as that previous lap. Let's see if that does anything. A time of 16:09, not fast enough. He was actually 200 seconds slower than his previous lap. This will be his last lap though. So he did mess up into that first hairpin, but let's see if that really matters, or will he go into the pits. No, he finishes off his last lap with a time of 16:99. So his fastest lap was 16:07. Very far off from his teammates' time. Let's just await Doppelganger's
Bro.
entry. Yeah?
Look at this.
Oh.
Oh, wait, no. Come here.
What is this?
Oh my gosh. By the way, your time is counting down, Josh. You have like what?
Oh, sorry.
8 minutes left. So
No, Josh, look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Just keep staring.
just keep staring at it. And there it is, Joshua Williams taking his turn on the qualifying lap. He has to be a time of 15:39 if he wants to get pole position away from Matrix Cube. Let's see. He starts his flying lap. Now again, he's one of the people who has the most pole positions in my opinion. I haven't counted it yet, but I assume so because he's got a lot of pole positions throughout his career. But let's see what he can do in this track today. His fastest time, 14:64, which is already faster than Matrix Cube, beating sub 15. So yeah, he didn't even need to try too hard, and he's already beaten it and goes into the pits for a time of 14:64. This is a rapid lap. Let's see what Matrix Cube can do with that. He has to beat his time. Now Matrix Cube's in P2, Joshua in P1, and Doppelganger in P3. So it's very close to see here. Let's see. Matrix Cube going for his flying lap. Let's see. A bit wide into that first corner. Keeps it going. There it is. Down into the hairpin. Somebody kill the wandering trader, please, and don't impede. 17:23 for first lap for Matrix Cube in the second outing of Q1. Let's see, wide again into that hairpin, which is opposite of Joshua Williams when he goes into that corner. But let's see if that changes it. 16:73 for second lap, not fast enough to beat his fastest lap, Matrix Cube. A bit better into that hairpin there, Matrix Cube on a fast lap. Let's see what he can do here into that last corner as he finishes it. 16:06, faster than before, but not fast enough yet. Bit wide on the exit of that hairpin for Matrix Cube. Let's see what he can do. Maybe he should cut this corner a bit more. That's a better exit as he gets a time of 16:95. I think sector 1 was where he kind of messed up a bit tight on that one for the second hairpin. Keeps it going, Matrix Cube, and he peels into the pits, not being able to beat his time. Doppelganger, second one out with 5 minutes on the clock for Q1, so plenty of time for him. Not too much pressure. Taking a bit different into the corners here. There it is, Doppelganger on his outlap. Let's see when he will pick up the pace. And there it is, Doppelganger picking up the pace for his flying lap round the Shibotori Grand Prix. Very nice entry. Ooh, of both hairpins. A very good entry there. Let's see if he's able to cut it. Close. It's going to be close. Time of 15:88. Not being able to beat Matrix Cube, but faster time than his previous one. Let's see if Doppelganger can do it. He just has to beat Matrix Cube to get into Q2. Let's see this as he crosses the line. 15:87, 100ths of a second faster than his fastest lap. Let's see this. Doppelganger just has to get the corners correct, and he's basically looking at either pole position or P2 here. Now, as I said, this track is hanging on 15:82, by the way. It's hanging on more on, how you take the tracks, how you take the turns, technicality of taking each turn. Exit and entry matter a lot in this track. 14:35 for Doppelganger, which means he takes pole position away from Joshua Williams. What a very, very strong lap from him for that time. Let's see if he'll go one more time. 16:07, a bit slower that time. That was a very strong lap. That means he takes pole position or provisional pole position away from Joshua Williams, pushes Matrix back to P3 and Josh to P2. Let's see this, and this will be his last lap as he finishes at 16:12. What a strong lap from Doppelganger there. 14:35 pole position. And he goes into the pits. Matrix is allowed out. Let's see how much time he has left. 3 minutes left. It's going to be close. He has to try and cut the time close here. There it is, Matrix Cube under big pressure. He's got to get a time almost sub 15 and almost sub 14 if he wants to get, was it either if he wants to get into Q2. Let's see him round the corner as he will finish his first lap on the time of 16:08. 16:08 for Matrix Cube. See if he can do it, if he can get into Q2. It's going to be very, very close into the last few corners. And time of 17:06, a second slower than previously. I think what he's struggling on is this hairpin section, which he seems to be experimenting a lot on exit and entry in both hairpins. But let's see if this does anything. 16:68 for that lap. Let's see if Matrix Cube can do it. Joshua Williams following close from behind. Matrix Cube, big pressure. Can he beat his teammate's time? 16:50 for Matrix Cube. He's not close enough to beat for 15:39. But let's see. Rounding the pagoda. I think he can do one more lap after this. Crosses the line. 16:91. 16:91. Doppelganger in the middle of the track for some reason. As there it is. Matrix Cube rounding the corners here. This is going to be his last try. Let's see if he can do it. A time of 17:46. Not being able to beat his time. There is 1 minute on the clock left. Matrix Cube has to pull into the pits. That was his last lap. His teammate is up next, and I doubt he's gonna let Matrix Cube pass. And there it is. Oh, Doppelganger peeling into the pits. Matrix Cube trying for it. 45 seconds on the clock. Will he be able to do it and put at least one more lap in? Surprisingly, his teammates allowing him to do one more. Either that means he wants Matrix Cube to get that P2 or doesn't believe he can. It's either one of the two. But here this Matrix Cube going for his flying lap here in Shibotori. Let's see if he can do it. Rounding the corners. Baguette is what his teammate says. In these last few corners here, will he do it? Will he do it? And he gets a time of 15:78, not being able to beat his teammate's time of 14:35, or Joshua's time. Oh my gosh, that scared me. Of 14:64, and this will be his last lap. Matrix Cube tries it again, and no, 16:58, stuck in P3. So so Joshua Williams and Doppelganger into Q2, while Matrix is in Q1 and stuck there. Q2 will start soon. We're just gonna await all the drivers. Q2 starts in 3, 2, 1. 7 minutes on the clock for the people in Q2 here. Doppelganger first one out as his pit is the closer one. Let's see what he can do. It's gonna be a big fight between him and Joshua Williams. starting his flying lap. Let's see what he can do here. Into the double hairpin. Ooh, a bit. He tried to, intentionally swing his boat's backside out to try and anticipate the turn, but that didn't work out too well. A time of 17:55 for Doppelganger's first session here in Q2 of Shibotori. Let's see this. Doppelganger rounding the last corner. He did execute that trick he tried a bit better this time and got a time of 16:42. Oof, a bit of a scrape on the wall into that second hairpin. Let's see if this changes a lot or not. And he slows down. Oh, he slows down for some random apparent reason and starts back up again. He tries that one, a bit of a hit again. He just has to perfect that, and I think that could get him pole position here in Shibotori. Time of 17:52 for that. Let's see if he can do it again. Oh, a bit better this time, cleaner. Maybe a bit more, a bit shaky, but a lot cleaner than before. Let's see if he can do it. Maybe we can see 16:48 for that time. This will be his last lap. Ooh, very, very close on that one. I think he took the double hairpin a bit better that time. Kind of mixed that trick he was doing at the same time as taking it normally and gets a time of 15:97. Very, very strong lap from him for his first session here in Q2. And there it is. He peels into the pits and allows Joshua Williams to go out. Josh out for his try. 4 minutes on the clock. Now we might be able to do a sprint race, maybe 10 laps after this, but we'll see. And there it is. Joshua Williams starts his flying lap. Round Shibotori. Here we go. Let's see if he's able to do it. Now, if we do a sprint race, it does determine where you start in the next race, in the race itself. So let's see. 15:41 for Joshua Williams, beating Doppelganger's time in his first flying lap of his first session or first stint of Q2. Second try, he gets a time of 16:57, a bit slower this time. Let's see if he's able to do it. Autoglue or Joshua Williams tries to get as much of his boat to corner it and gets a time of 14:98. Strong time from Joshua there, getting pole position, beating sub 15s in Q2 here. Let's see, Joshua Williams rounding the corners and gets a time of 15:27. And there it is, going down the double hairpins. I think he's going to take as much of this 1 minute 30 as he can, maybe to make it to spend a lot of the beats time in the pits. Oh, he got the exact same time. This lap he got 15:27 as well, as the same with the previous lap. And this will be his last lap, however, rounding, and he goes into the pits. So his fastest time 14:98. Let's see if Doppelganger can give a response to that. 2 minutes on the clock. Doppelganger out of the pits and taking it very, very slow as he goes around the turns. There it is, Doppelganger picking up the pace here in the last few corners as he starts his flying lap. Let's see this. If he gets a good time, it will be very hard for Joshua to respond, because there is basically going to be 30 seconds left after Doppelganger finishes his session. And Doppelganger finishes first flying lap with a time of 16:23, not being able to beat pole position yet. Yet. Hopefully he does. Oh, Fox is on the track. And second lap time, 16:08 for Doppelganger, not being able to beat fastest lap. Matrix Tube just keep killing the foxes as the baby one tries and runs off the edge. And 15:49 for Doppelganger for that lap. Not being able to beat pole position, but beats his fastest lap. Let's see this. Doppelganger tries a different entry and exit line in that last corner and gets a time of 15:98. He's really experimenting a lot with how the track should be taken, trying to cut maybe some corners. A lot tighter that time, and finishes it 15:48, faster than his time, but not fast enough. As we see him, this will be his last lap. This is his last lap and last try, as he finishes it a time of 17:40, a bit slower on that one. And there's 40 seconds on the clock. Don't know if Josh wants to go out, so his fastest time 15:48 for second time. And he has to go into the pits. Oh, let's see. If Josh is not out, he could try and go out again. There's 20 seconds on the clock. It's going to be close. It's going to be very, very close. And there it is. He's out. 13 seconds on the clock. It's going to be close. If he crosses the line before the session ends, then he's going to be able to do one more lap. That hit's not going to help him. It is going to be very close. And he's able to start. Oh my gosh, it ended as soon as he crossed the line. So this will count into his lap. Let's see if he's able to do it. Some desperation from Doppelganger here in the last stages of Q2, trying to beat Joshua Williams' time. And will he do it? He gets a time of 15:63 and does not beat Joshua Williams. So Joshua takes pole position. P2 to Doppelganger and P3 to Matrix Tube.